Hey guys, Carsus369 here, and I'm bringing you a tutorial in Diablo 3. We're in Season 14, and we're going to be looking at the Demon Hunter Set Marauders. This is the set that you're going to get after you hit level 70 going through your season journey. When you complete the season journey, you're going to have all 6 pieces of this set, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. Your 2 set is Companion's Call. It brings all your companions to your side. You're going to want to use this skill, Companion, to take advantage of that. Your 4 piece, your sentries, are going to deal 400% increased damage and cast one of those abilities in addition. When you do, you're going to want to use sentries to take advantage of that. On your 6-piece set, your primary skills are going to deal 3,000% increased damage for every active sentry that you have out. So you're likely going to want to use either multi-shot or cluster arrow. We'll talk about those when we get to the weapons section. In your offset pieces, you're going to try and shoot for Zoe's Secret. That is going to reduce the damage that you take for every companion that you have out. And since you're running the companion ability with that 2-piece set bonus, you're going to get a lot of damage reduction out of that. The number will vary depending on the piece that you get. I believe it's up to 8% per companion. And the other piece you're going to be looking for are the Wraps of Clarity. Your hatred generators are going to reduce your damage for 5 seconds. So you're going to be weaving in your likely Evasive Fire in between your hatred spender to get that damage reduction. For your quiver, you're going to want to pick up the Bombardier's Rucksack. That's going to give you 2 additional sentries so that you'll be able to have 5 sentries out at once. And for your jewelry, you'll probably want to run with Compass Rose and the Traveler's Pledge. That 2-piece set bonus is going to give you a damage reduction of 50% while you're moving and a damage boost at 100% while you're standing still. For your other ring, you can put in whatever you have, the best ring that you're going to have. I'm just running with the Nagel ring right now because that's the best one that I've got. For your gems, if you're lacking resistance like I am, you're going to want to put in resistance to all gems. And in your helmet, you can put in the life percentage gem to give you a little boost on your HP. For your legendary gems, I've got Zai's Stone and Bane of the Powerful. You'll probably want for your 3rd gem Bane of the Trapped, which I do not have yet. For your weapon, you're going to want either Yang's Recurve or Manticore. Whichever one you get first or whichever one has the better stats, you're going to want to run with that. If you have Yang's Recurve, you're going to run with Multi-Shot. Multi-Shot attacks 50% faster and does increase damage. If you have Manticore, we'll get that out of the bank real quick. We could take a look at that. That is going to, you're going to want to run Cluster Arrow. It reduces the hatred cost by 50% and increases its damage. So whichever one you have, or if you have both, whichever one is better, you're going to want to adjust your primary ability accordingly. In your cube, you will likely want to run with Dawn. If you can get it, it's going to reduce the cooldown of Vengeance by 65%. That is going to be your major cooldown. That is going to give you additional damage. And with the Dark Heart rune, it'll also reduce all damage taken by 50%. If you can get it, you'll want to run with the Visions of Goons. Vengeance will gain the Dark Heart rune, and then you can switch up your rune for Vengeance to something like either Seethe, which will give you more hatred. That is likely what you want to do because hatred is used very quickly with multi-shot or cluster arrow. And lastly, in the cube, you'll want to run with convention elements, just going to give you that extra damage when you're using your fire abilities. As far as skills, like we started to cover earlier, you're going to want to have Companion. Vault is great for movement. Vengeance is going to be your big cooldown, and Sentries you'll need for that set bonus. Evasive Fire, your primary, and your archery multi-shot. You can see those runes there. The Bat Companion rune is going to give you the instant hatred, which is nice because you run out of it very quickly. Vault, you can really use any of them. I just like to run with the little extra damage when you use Vault. I use it very often. Again, Vengeance with Seethe, and the Sentries, again, you can use whatever you like. I just like to get the extra damage out of it. As far as skills go, we're running with Tactical Advantage. It's just a movement speed buff whenever you do Vault. The Custom Engineering gives you the extra Sentries, which you're going to need. Perfectionist just reduces the discipline cost by 10%, increases your armor and resistance by 10%. We're using this just because with the higher rifts, we're taking a lot of damage. And Blood Vengeance increases our hatred, and we gain 30 hatred when we're healed by a health globe. So those are the set, the offset, the skills, and we'll take a quick look at the gameplay, just see what it looks like. Jump into a rift real quick. And what we're basically going to be doing here is we're just going to find some mobs, and we're just going to drop our sentries, fire off a primary attack, and then use our multi-shot to do all the damage. When we get to a bigger pack, we can pop our vengeance, do some extra damage. This season is the double treasure goblins, so that's very nice. You're going to get 2 treasure goblins instead of 1 if you can find them. And that's about it for this tutorial. This is my first tutorial. Hopefully there'll be more. Appreciate you guys stopping by and checking it out, and we'll see you next time.